make do with smaller gains for more farther out interactions. Because Guile is so situational on when he can cash out. When he can cash out, it's huge, but he can't always. Empowered level 1 and right into an empowered fan. Oh,
Oh,
just barely not a kill.
yeah, you're definitely onto something. Knuckle Dude definitely, he's able to play at multiple speed. He can play fast, he can play slow. He knows when to pick his spot with the DPs and the supers. As I was saying, taking that pressure and immediately wake up OD DP. Okay, Cammy pushing Du into the corner right now. Akuma whiffs the sweep. Big whiff punish. We're in the middle of the stage right now. Both players with low drive gauge. Let's see how this works.
I feel like this ends up better for, especially since Du already has the initiative. But that extended parry, I mean, Kami making the decision to just parry through all this fireball offense is huge because there's not a lot of frames behind it unless she's like charging. And even if she is charging, right, like you can parry just through a lot of that stuff. If you're not interested in a perfect parry and you just want to get some drive gauge back, that works out fine for you. Right. Standing short check, nothing behind it.
Huge jump. We're gonna get the OD.
Wow.
In.
That was Jump Fierce just into a level 1 and it did 50% of Akuma's life. That's insane.
Yeah, you chose the Akuma life. Neutral jump, unchecked by Cammy there. Knuckle Dude pushing Akuma into the corner. A throw. Trying to go for the throw loop, but the OD uppercut. Deny the pressure. And he's gonna need to make this count. Hanging on to dear life right now. Knee T standing medium punch target combo to close the round. Hanging on.
Love that. Nice adaptation. Has a meter deficit, but that's interesting. So Du's knowledge of how the minutia of fireball games work is crazy here. Waiting to throw his fan until after Kami has won out an OD fireball exchange is crazy because Kami's in the expectation that, cool, they blocked my OD fireball, I'm winning the fireball game. But between the speed of the fan and the fact that it has follow-up threat after if you throw the OD is massive. And it's making Knuckle do, or it's making Kami have to respect in these weird spots. You're not quite dead, but you're in the corner, in burnout. This is real scary. Wake up level 2 does get blocked both in burnout, but it's not going to matter. Knuckle do finishes his plate 2-0 to move on into the winner's side of top 8 to play against Space Boy.
That was really good. Well done. Wow, I'm still flabbergasted by how that drive gauge got absolutely obliterated by Mai there in that last sequence. Akuma just trying to hold on to dear life, and the falling fan coming. He's trying to perfect parry. Oh, I blocked it. Burnt out. And just that pressure with the OD fan and the standing heavy. It's so scary to face her.
It's crazy. I don't know what to do to, because and I feel like I talked about this the last time I got to sit down for one of these World Warrior Easts as well, and it's been like 2 or 3 months, and still it seems like people don't necessarily have an answer for what are you supposed to do against a Mai when she's in that spot and able to run that game. And it seems so hard. If she gets that spot to get a fan out and earns that frame advantage, she does such a great job of just living in that pocket and bullying you. And it feels like it's never over. You know what it is? It's like she does such a great job of ensuring that there's more layers of interaction to deal with for a very long window of time. Like there's such a long window where Mai is setting stuff up where it feels like she can keep outplaying you and keep outplaying you and keep outplaying you. And it's
playing
in the sense of like you hit go on 4, but I hit go on 5, right? Like, you know, maybe outplay has the wrong connotation to it, but you know, just in terms of like being able to build and build and build and let there's a term I've heard chess commentators use that I like to borrow that's called maintaining the tension. And it's when there's an interaction that can happen on the board where like a piece can take a piece and, you know, start changing stuff, but instead of taking the piece, the player will make a different improving move. And it's like, I'm going to let this sit and I'm going to keep making decisions over here that make my interaction better. And eventually, either I'm going to light the fuse on this interaction when I decide it's right, or you're going to pull the trigger early and I'm going to get the better of it. And I think Mai is a character that is so well equipped to let you be like, and we're keeping the tension, and we're keeping the tension, and oh, you decided to jump. Cool, I have an anti-air, and now there's a knockdown into this, into that, and I got the super, and now I have better fans. And it just snowballs so well. But it feels like she takes such minimal risk in order to get that going.
Right.
I don't know what the hell to do to her.
I think the concept in chess is checks, captures, threats, and improvements. Is that the order that
I
you're
think it
supposed
is.
to play? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think it is.
my definitely is a constant threat, at least.
Yes. And so I don't know, like I think about her kit and I'm like, geez, what needs to happen? Like, you're a balanced team for season 4. What are you doing to Mai? Like, what are you changing with Mai? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. To be fair, I believe that every character should be annoying and good. If we're not complaining about the character, then the character does not exist yet. That's how I see it.
Mm.
So my
Did you play Marvel by any chance?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I played some.
That's a,
I watched Marvel 2 because this is too hard for me, but I played Marvel 3 a lot.
you can tell a Marvel player by their willingness to let stuff be broken. I've never met a Marvel player that wasn't like, just let every character be broken and then it'll just be sick.
All right. IDOM versus Blue right now. This is for winners top 8 side.
Yep. And this is another interaction where very few points separate these two players on the leaderboard. So, you know, I think they're both pretty firmly secure into the regional finals, especially with how things are panning out, but seeding can go a long way. IDOM in the corner, in burnout, against the DJ with a life deficit. This is scary. It is really a question of, do you cash out the level 1 at any point? I think that was gapless.
I don't think she could have done anything there. Blue was like, this is my round to take. Check.
DJ, man. If JP is the worst character to play against if you're in burnout and you're full screen, DJ's the worst character to play against if you're in burnout and he's anywhere near you with any amount of initiative.
And you know he's gonna get there. You know it's gonna turn green and get it, knock at your door.
He's
Another
got rhythm,
command for
not
one
quite
more
slow.
medal.
Ooh! You catch out the level 3? You do. You want to secure the round. I agree with that.
Okay. No time to waste. Going to the final round with 3 medals. That counts for something.
So this can be a super explosive round, right? Because Manon with 3-4 medals can be explosive because any command grab interaction is crazy amounts of damage. Blue, with level 3 available though, means that there's a huge cash out available should they choose to. Leaves him standing for a strike throw mix, gets the throw. Crazy plus frames, and then just backs off, keeping that tension even more.
Great control there by Blue. Kept IDOM in the corner for the whole round. Anti-airs on point. The frame traps, the delays. Look at that stance. Maximum, baby. First game goes to Blue.
Like a performer on Fire Island, making Manon's Instagram page look mad disappointing. That's probably a dated reference too at this point now. Damn, I'm old.
You're not even that old. You're not even an unk according to the youth. You're not even 35.
Oh shit, you're right. I am.
You got your whole life in front of you.
You know, I hope so. I'm gonna appreciate your optimism and ride that wave like Blue is riding all of this frame advantage in the corner right now. Goes for a bait. Oh no! Gets the worst of an air-to-air interaction in that spot, and IDOM gets some breathing room. Works out of the corner. That's medal number 4. Oh, stand short check.
4 medals, but loses the round. Blue happy about that one for sure, but not happy about the number of medals on the other side. Let's see game, and Idom wins it with the first whiff punish. Drive rush cancel, gets the 5th medal. Hey, hey, hey. Fireball playing the long range game a little bit more. Ready for the anti-air at that range. Surprising. I'm gonna spend a meter as well. Why not? Punish counter so bad. Again with the pressure, and now we're attacking the drive gauge. Blue.
Yeah, and I love that choice,
right now.
Put Idom in that spot. The fact that we're back to neutral though, like it's so easy to tunnel vision on the drive gauge and make these mistakes. I like that they were both a little bit willing to recognize that the moment had passed and waited it out. Blue, okay, drive gauge lead. Oh, big anti-air from Idom, and he's able to secure the round for it.
Huge. Another one. Hanging on. Drive rush so bad. Gotta be careful. Okay, Idom in the corner, trying to defend himself, staying active on defense right now. Pushing the buttons, jumping in, but Blue steady. The wall, the Jamaican wall, keeping Manon in the corner right now.
Oh no, doesn't get a trip guard there. Sets up more plus frames, low short, too far away to get a low jab confirm after. Just cashing out right into the super. I have to imagine that's about targeting drive gauge and maintaining some degree of momentum though with how little drive gauge Idom has. You can't afford to block, so Blue sets up a frame trap. So smart. Yeah. I imagine that was like a delay tech from Idom in that spot. And that's exactly the kind of interaction where I'm like, oh, there's layers there, right? Idom burns out if he blocks something. But he's going to choose to make a more passive defensive choice because he's also going to die. So he makes a passive defensive choice, like a delay tech, in expectation of Blue making a more active choice to be like, yeah, well, I figure you're going to parry or something, so I want to throw you. And then loses out for it in the frame trap. And those, like, really minor interactions, but you can, like, chart out the thought process of both players. And it blows my mind, and unfortunately blows Idom down into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, Blue doing a good job using that tempo, that last exchange. Idom falling into losers right now, and we know that he was qualified, but something could happen depending on how Azan or Paladin do in the losers. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, so if Idom does not make top 8, the 9th place would only get him 15 points up to 105. If Azan or Paladin or Kami, or I guess Azan or Paladin are the big ones, but if they have good runs, that can shake things up, and then it really starts to matter at that point of like, all right, like how far does Idom go? You know, like basically from 5 to 8, there's so much room for malleability here. A lot's going to matter too on this next match. Our final top 8 winner side qualifier match, Punk and Azan. Punk sitting up at either number 2 or number 1, I think, depending on the scoring rubric. But in either case, solidly in our regional finals. Azan ever so slightly out of it, absolutely playing for. I mean, if Azan places, actually, geez, Kami is playing for top 8 loser side right now. If Azan wins this and Kami doesn't, I think Azan is guaranteed to make it in over Kami.
Well, let's see how he handles Punk, the god, the monster. Yeah, Punk relentless, bringing in the pressure. You know, I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound funny. Punk is so good at blocking. Like, he will walk into range and then just crouch and block. And he's waiting for something. And he gets you comfortable and then he opens you up. Look at this.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely
Playing
right.
on the ranges there.
Yeah. No, you're so right. And it's like, it sounds funny until you're thinking about it on that level. And it's like, Punk gets to a range where it's like, any other player is like hitting low forward in that range. And Punk is like, nope, I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
And that's why Punk has some of the best whiff punishment in the game, right? And has for years.
He's still young. He's still young. Wake up DP, and it is blocked by Punk. Cool again.
All right, drinking some herbal tea. Oh, goes for the frame trap, ends up finishing out the Rekka anyway.
And catches him again with a crouching medium kick. Azan caught walking backwards a little bit there.
Oh, you're dead. Well,
Is that
you're
gonna
not dead. But...
punish it?
Oh, actually, you didn't
Nope.
even get to punish it. I think if you were closer, maybe, but I was wrong as Punk was. Sorry, Azan, I didn't respect your game. Command grab.
That was 3
And
bars
level
down the
3.
drain, unfortunately.
That's massive. Punk with that big cash out going into round 3. And like I said, there's space for Jamie to be a pseudo V-trigger character and just use his level 2 and bulldoze the crap out of you. We're going to have to see how does Azan choose to use these resources. Playing a really heavy footsie game right now. A lot around these mid-range pokes, medium kick from both players. Oh no, that's the second time now that jump the spacing has been a little bit odd. And now Azan stuck in the corner. Tons of damage here for Punk.
Super aggressive right now. Alright, free flow strike, trying to get that level 2, but it is denied by Punk with the drive reversal. He's gonna get that level 2. Is that enough? Oh yeah, baby. Not too many hits, almost unscaled. That was a lot of damage for the win. Punk with the first game. Let's see how Hazan bounces back from that one. Drive rush and jab from the get-go. And everything is hitting right now for Punk. Hazan in the corner. That's the theme though. The theme is playing for him.
The theme song power-up is a real thing.
I believe in it.
Jab Jackson. Standing roundhouse. Punk is so... I think Punk places standing roundhouse better than maybe any other Cammy in the business. Like, I feel like I've never seen Punk standing roundhouse get, like, jumped. And I've tried to play this character, and every single time I hit roundhouse, I get jumped in on. And Punk just has this great sense of not just the space for it, but when the other person is still playing footsies. Oh,
Hey,
you're
yo,
dead?
micro
Okay.
walk? The micro walk into the back high kick? I see you, Punk. We're gonna keep this optimal. And strike, and Azan gets a hit.
So that's interesting. That's the second or third time now that like low short into standing short has counter hit for Azan. So it tells you that Punk is doing something in those spots. I feel like Punk must be trying to jab check after the first button or something where these chain cancels are working out for Azan as counter hits. That's something I think Azan needs to be mindful of. That or it's a delay tech that's like a really long delay tech that's getting smoked. But I don't expect it's that because delay tech gets so blown up by Jamie once he has drinks.
Huge dive kick. Okay. I'm gonna take one drive bar off of Azan right now. That level 2, big combo. Level 1. That will be it. Professional Punk the God wins 2-0 over Hazan.
Surgical.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Punk, one of the best players in the world, an Evo champion.
You don't say.
I think long overdue for getting a proper title, which I don't think is a minority opinion. I think it's the kind of thing where like every now and again there's a player where you're like, how the hell have they not won like one of the big titles yet? And I think that was Punk for a while.
As long as he stays properly seated, I think he has a chance of winning.
Am I reading a connotation there? Because like that feels like a loaded statement.
If he stands up before the end of the match, Punk might lose.
I heard seeded SEED. Okay.
Oh yeah,
huge
seated.
Difference.
My bad.
Huge difference. You are absolutely right.
Yes.
Punk
is always properly seeded usually.
I would say so too. That's why I was like, yo, damn, what tournament didn't seed him right? Spill the tea.
You would have heard about it.
I'm not on social media a lot anymore, so like maybe not. Maybe I'm aloof to a lot of things. I also like I don't feel like that matchup is particularly great for Jamie, right? Like Cammy has better versions of a lot of Jamie's tools in mid-range, and she doesn't need to drink to get them.
Yeah. She's full power from the start of the round.
And I
For
think
sure.
like Jamie lends himself. There can be a little bit of. I think Jamie is a little bit more of a volatile character, right? Like the fact that the later his drinks get and the more tools he gets, but they are like command grabs or really wide spacing traps or weird drive rush confirms in spots where you're going to catch people out in bizarre interactions. There's an element of catching you unawares to Jamie, I think. And a player like Punk playing the style he plays on a character like Cammy, who is such a solid character,
Yeah, footsie
I just
monster.
don't. I feel like on like he's not equipped to just clean beat Cammy, and Punk is not a player who's going to get caught sleeping on like a drive rush command grab.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Well, you know, I think Azam can do well still in losers. He
Oh
still
yeah,
has a chance to qualify in the top 8 right now. He'll be fighting against Levi Hakai for top 8. Up
yeah.
next, we have Shine versus Paladin.
This is
That's
huge.
going to be a good
So
one.
So I look at this, I look at the standings, right? And I feel like from Shine down is potentially in flux. And we've got Shine, Paladin, Kami, and Azan all playing down in loser's side right now for this top 8 qual. And there's a minimum 5-point difference between making it into top 8 versus not. And that 5 points can make all of the difference in who rounds out these bottom 2 spots here.
And I love to see this matchup. I would say that Shine clearly has the lead in experience, and that counts for a lot in this kind of game. Right now, oh boy, he broke Paladin's ankle with that mix-up in the corner. That left-right, that hit me.
It's funny, you remark on experience. I feel like that is a style of mix-up that doesn't happen a lot in Street Fighter 6. We saw it a lot more in like even Street Fighter 4 more than like Street Fighter 5. Laura had it in Street Fighter 5, so Shine's used to blocking it at the very least, playing against Idom, who shot out for the raid and all 256 EU that came out here from Idom's raid. All 8 bits worth of you for my comp sci fans out there. Paladin in Burnout getting absolutely mauled. And we find the anti-air here. Oh, okay, I didn't block that one.
Stay in the
Jesus!
corner.
Shine, this poor kid!
Nobody puts the kid in the corner. Paladin is out and his drive is back. What about his optimism? Optimus Prime? Down to the floor. Okay, Hadouken, we're playing the footsie game. 3 bars on both sides. The patience. They know that the round could end at any moment right now.
Like this one.
Kick, it hits raw. Into the elbow. Drop a beat.
Yeah. Shine's footsie game is just so good. And I think like Ryu wants to play that game. I feel like Ryu really strives in like Ryu feels almost like an in-between of Marissa and Shun, where it's like, I'm going to outplay you and beat you in footsies, but when I do, it's going to do a brick of damage, and then you're going to be on the back foot. And, like, Shine on Kimberly with this medium kick, it just feels hard-pressed to just win that footsie interaction in that way.
Already Shine with half a health bar lead. Now then, trying to make something happen. Low on
Love
drive.
that standing short there.
Okay, Shine taking its time to approach. Oh, huge jump in. The classic fake elbow to jump in. The throw. The counter next throw. Paladin's still alive. OD Shoryuken is blocked. Fights like a young man with nothing held back. Set point for Shine. Another OD uppercut. What is going on? Shine blocking all of them. Elbow, and we're gonna take that buff for Kimberly. The speed and the damage. Pushing Ninja Star Cypher. corner.
This is a
That
done
drive
deal.
is so low right now. That
Again,
drive
this
is very
guaranteed.
low.
Yep.
Perfect parry attempt. Not happening. Kick to the wall. Perfect KO. And Kimberly ran all over you on that one.
That was... So y'all didn't see my face. Unfortunately, Reggie and I can't see each other while we're in game, but I imagine production saw my face, and I spent the last round just like, because Shine so... I'm a fan of Paladin. Let's make that mad clear. Shine
I cheer for the kid, yeah.
so early outplayed Paladin there. Like, the difference was palpable. That was horse and buggy versus an electric car, man. And I say that with all the love in the world. But Shine was just in control. Shine was playing that. Like, at every interaction, Shine was looking at and evaluating the game a layer deeper than Paladin was interacting with it at any given moment. Things like choosing to do an OD extension in the corner, not for damage, not because you had OD, but because it set up a better interaction after so that you could target the drive gauge. Like, that's the layer that I'm talking about when I talk about the best players. That's the stuff they're thinking about. I love Paladin. He's still a young buck. That isn't there for him just yet. Shine had it. So strong of a player. Kami and Campaign sitting down for our next one. Still playing for loser side top 8.
Well said. And this is a very interesting matchup. Aki versus Akuma. Akuma with no more drive in the corner and 0 meter. This is very dangerous. I'm gonna try to find a way out of the corner. No, the dive kick keeps him in the same side. At least he has 1 bar a meter. And we're gonna combo into the eyes. No guessing required when you're dead.
Ooh, ends up on the other side, makes the Demon Flip makes a whiff.
And Demon Flip is very hard to deal with as Aki. Well, for a lot of characters, actually. Okay. Throw in the corner. Another one. Dashing in. Oh, that was huge. Taking the plus frames. Campaign tried to push a button there. Got tagged.
I wonder if
Anti-fireball.
Kami had chosen to commit drive gauge if you could have gotten the kill there. Oh, ready with the anti-fireball option. That's huge for Campaign. 40% life on that. Has CA available to be able to cash this out. This is virtually a one-touch game. Gets the counter hit anti-air with the poison stack locked in. Kami, my friend. I hardly knew ye.
Oh boy. Clean. The poison. You need to train against poison, Akuma. Satsui no Hado is not
worried
enough.
about Satsui no Hado. He respects no other force. It's like, bro, what about a thermonuclear warhead?
Right? Breaking submarines in deep water sea. Like, come on. Gotta work on your training.
Okay.
Huge whiff punish. And this is what Akuma does best. Look at that chunk of health. Remove. 2.5 touch, baby. This is why he's considered one of the best characters in the game.
Okay, plus frames in a low short works out. We don't get a lot for it. No, presses the frame trap a little bit too far and gets clipped for it. All right. Nail whiffs. Kami really likes to play with the timing of the charge fireball. Like, that timing difference of partial charge versus full charge, he really loves to live in that pocket.
Wow!
Okay.
That was instant reaction there. We're gonna spend the level 3. Campaign's gonna be left with a sliver of drive, maybe? Is it? Yeah.
This is
Hard to
scary.
guess.
Oh, you had enough damage! Not enough damage, I'm sorry, enough hits! That's guaranteed. The disrespect of a meaty DP, but I love it. I don't care what you bring to the table. You are dying. There is going to be a C icon in the victory indicator. We are going to a game 3.
What a round!
Okay.
Okay, big
Punish
whiff
sweep.
punish. I'm gonna need to calm down over here. Okay, drive rush, forward fierce. Gonna get a throw and another one. Walking forward. Try to get something going. Punish counter throw. And no more drive for
Ooh.
Aki, and she's gonna eat that drive impact. Mm. Tatsumaki. Set points
See,
for
I want to
Kami.
be critical because I love when people go for throw more. Like, I would love to see somebody do 5, 6 throws and just kill somebody to death with throws. But that was a great spot for Kami to instead choose to be like, now's the time to go for buttons because I'm going to set up burnout and checkmate off of it. Has the level 2 on deck for more damage. Gonna set up the corner interaction. Oh, we do still have a pickup too. We're close enough for the DR extension.
That's cute. OD slide out of the corner. Invulnerable to strikes. And now Kami with the perfect parry, denying the pressure from campaign. Hikoku, crouching heavy punch, Tatsu into the super. Yeah, that was clean.
I was not positive whether that was going to be enough, but it ultimately is. And with that, Kami moves on into the top 8, which does guarantee Kami and a much needed improvement in their score. So sitting at 62 right now. So ending up with a minimum of 20 points going in to this one. Huge improvement necessary when everything from like 7th